Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back, welcome back. I feel like we just did this last night, which we did, but for anybody who missed it, welcome back guys, and you missed an awesome first Super Bravo Tuesday. I mean, it was incredible. We had special guests, we had Real Housewives of New York's Elyse and we had Family Karma's Bali. I mean, it was what a night. Sherelle's subscribers really came through. All of you guys who love and support my channel, you really came through. Guys, we hit an all-time 150 people in the room. That's crazy for me. So I know that Sherelle's world, she has like 800 subscribers. And I always tell her, I'm like, Sherelle, I just want to have my channel like you one day because you do amazing, you know? And she's like, Adam, I've been doing this for a few years. Like, you're growing. Just give it some time and it's gonna grow. You know, you just have to hang in there and let it grow organically. Hi, Claire. How are you? Hi, Sherry. Bahama Mama, you made it. I'm so excited. Pam's back. All right, guys. So yeah, Sherelle said that. Angela, good morning. Sherelle said that I have to just kind of hang in there and the rooms are going to eventually build up once we figure out a schedule with each other. And you guys realize that I'm here and that I'm here for you guys to bring you all things Bravo, especially if you're a Bravo lover. Hi, Tammy. How are you? But today, guys, this is my, of course, you know, I started this past weekend. It's called Join Me Live for my Morning 5. And today we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to focus today's topics between $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, because of course that was on last night, and also Below Deck. Hi, happy to be here. Kimberly, we're happy to have you. Bobby, welcome. Angie, hi, how are you? Purple Porcupine's back. Purple Porcupine's great, guys. All right, Sherry, pile into the room, guys. So again, we're going to be talking about Below Deck and $1 Million Listing LA. I have a few topics to go over with you guys. What a crazy just season this is going to be of Below Deck. And I can't tell you guys enough. I'm actually not supposed to be spilling all of this, but I don't have contracts with Bravo, and I'm not gossiping. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's topics. And let's start with Below Deck. So let me start with a little bit, and then we can build it up to what the big T is kind of in this conversation, I guess. Let's start off with Bugsy and Alex. I think that they're going to end up hooking up for sure. I don't know this. I'm trying to get an interview right now with Bugsy, but I see this happening. Everybody knows when you want to be on one of these shows, you definitely have to put yourself out there. You have to be open to exploring these relationships. I'm not saying you necessarily have to sleep with somebody, but you definitely have to like engage, right? So I think the Bugsy Alex thing is going to happen. Alex is actually, he has a really fun, like cute, wholesome personality, and Bugsy's pretty great. So I think that'll work. I don't know. They are flirting like crazy. Claire, I think the same thing. Everybody, don't forget to say hi to Adam's #1 fan. Hi, Jolene. Jolene, if you're in the room right now, hi, Jolene. I love Jolene. Actually, guys, I'm going to get a coffee mug that says, bye, Jolene. That way when she comes, I can greet her, and when I say bye, I have something just so I don't forget to say, you know, bye, Jolene. That was funny that you said that, Pam. But no, I think that they're going to end up hooking up because they've been flirting like crazy. Hi, Adam. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Debbie. Guys, if you guys don't know who Jolene is, real quick, she's my internet troll. She comes onto my YouTube channel. She says that I'm not interesting to listen to look at. That's fine. That's her opinion. I'm not mad at it. I'm just gonna support it and embrace it and get excited about it and put her on blast. So now, because she wanted to be so passive aggressive with her comments on my YouTube channel, I'm going to mention her every single video. So hi, Jolene. Bye, Jolene. Welcome to the channel. And if anybody else wants to be a Jolene, then you're welcome here. I mean, call in. I'll go back and forth with you. I love it. Okay, so enough about Bugsy and Alex. I'm already bored with that conversation. Let's move on to Chef Kiko. Guys, if you guys haven't seen it already, Chef Kiko did an interview with me. He's a great guy. His personality is super infectious. You can find it on my channel. Chef Kiko is awesome because he lives every single day kind of in the moment, and he never really makes a plan. He's the author of a book called The Surfer's Cookbook, and it just got picked up by Amazon. So if you guys don't have it, you should check it out. And he has a girlfriend. So he's currently right now working on a 2-year charter with his girlfriend. She's the chief stew and he is the yacht chef. But when he told me in the interview that he signed a 2-year contract, That was a little alarming because if you're signing a 2-year contract, you're probably not coming back to the show, right? So of course I did my due diligence and I dug a little bit deeper into there and I kind of found out what was going on. I also talked to our female bosun, Malia White, and I did my interview with her too. You can find on my channel. So Malia White's boyfriend, Tom, if you guys don't know this, Malia White's boyfriend, Tom, is a yacht chef and conveniently is, oh, I hate to give you guys this much information. So let's just call it what it is. We're going to be seeing Tom on Below Deck. In what capacity, I don't know, but I do know that he's a yacht chef, and I do know that Chef Kiko is going to get the boot. So it's unfortunate. I love Chef Kiko, but I think that they needed to switch stuff up to make it a little bit more like chaotic. And I think maybe by bringing in Malia's boyfriend, that's exactly what that might do, especially when she's getting a lot of the pushback from the other guys who are on deck, maybe having Malia's boyfriend in there. We don't know his personality. We know nothing about this guy. All we know is that we see him on Instagram. He has a great smile and he looks friendly, but that means nothing. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, Adam from Tennessee. Hi, Sherry. I actually went to Chattanooga State. Kiko is awesome with a wonderful attitude. I agree. Zelda, she's crazy. You're great. Thank you, Zelda. Love your shows. Thank you, Laurel. I don't want Kiko to go. He had one bad dinner. I hate that he was sacrificed for Malia's boyfriend. I kind of feel the same way. Anyone know why he's leaving? I think that they're bringing in Tom, Malia's boyfriend, to bring a little bit more drama to the show because I think Kiko's food has been pretty spot on this whole time. And every other chef on all the other previous Below Decks, they always have like at least 3-4 bad meals before they get the boot. Bahama Mama, think fired. Oh no, we heard the rumors. Oh no, not Kiko. We love him. However, Tom will add a great storyline. Yes, you're right. Love Kiko. Hey, Adam. Hi, Rose. Guys, 44 people in the chat room for morning 5. This is amazing. All right. Let's keep it moving. We're going to keep on. Who is this? Yes, true. Kristen. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Pile in. So with that being said, now that we know that everybody's getting fired, Lara got fired too. Do you guys think that our third stew, Jessica Moore, is on her way to getting fired? Because I don't know if you guys watched the episode, but on Monday, Hannah said to Jessica after Jessica was giving a lot of push. One, she says she can understand her, which I don't believe that. I think that Jessica's just like, you just got here, stop telling me what to do. But Jessica's giving Bugsy a lot of pushback, and Captain Sandy saw that and kind of supported Bugsy in the situation. But Hannah's seeing that Bugsy's not really doing a whole lot or adding a whole lot of value to the boat right now. So Hannah just asked her at the end of the episode, do you feel like before I have this conversation with Captain Sandy that you're giving it your all? And Jessica's like, yeah, I do. And Hannah's like, okay, that's all I needed to know, which doesn't sound like a good sign for Jessica. But if you guys were watching the episode, at the end, Captain goes, Hannah, Sandy, or however that goes, like June, Hannah. So she calls her out to the back and she starts talking to Hannah, but this wasn't about Jessica. This was about Hannah. And she says to Hannah, listen, Hannah, I feel like you've lost your drive. You don't want to be here. You're not excited about it. And you're starting to let certain things slip up, which after speaking with Hannah, which you can also catch that interview on my channel because I'm just racking them up on there. After speaking with Hannah, you can tell she was starting to get to a different place in her life and check out. And I don't blame her. Now she's about to be a mother and she has bigger things on her mind. We see her call her boyfriend Josh multiple times throughout the season. And he's a commercial real estate. I don't know if it's an investor or agent, but he's one of them. And she was invested into that storyline this summer, not the storyline of all of these people. I don't know why that took me a second to catch up on. All right, guys, so that's what I was going to ask. Do you guys think Jessica's next? Comment below. I want to know, do you guys think Jessica's going to get fired? And while you guys kind of let me know your answers, I'll even share. Hold on, let me invite and see if anybody wants to call in, because if you guys do want to call in, that would be fun. You're more than welcome. And then also, guys, they keep saying that Pete, he's not fired, but they keep saying that they're going to eliminate his scenes this season because of his racist tweets, remarks, whatever the case was. So Bravo said that they're going to take a lot of his scenes out and cut him and ultimately not let him back on the show. But I don't know if I'm seeing a whole lot of him being cut. I feel like I'm still seeing Pete. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys think. And before we go on to $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, I have Bahama Mama in the room, and I'm not going to miss an opportunity to kick it with Bahama Mama. All right. Real quick, though, I love Kiko. How sad. Well, Malia's boyfriend, better bring the drama if we have to lose Kiko. Sorry, but Jessica should be next. Okay. I do think Jess is on her way out. Pete is creepy. Hi, Bahama Mama.
Hello. Of course I want to talk.
What was that?
I said, of course I want to talk.
Well, thank you for coming on. We missed you last night.
Yeah, I've missed a couple of your shows. I had to get chance. I'm 3/4 of the way through LA million dollar listing LA right now. So I needed time to get caught up with everything.
All right.
But
So
I like Kiko.
So you're watching Below Deck then, obviously.
Yes, I love Kiko.
I love Kiko too. His personality is so infectious, and I believe you also watched that interview of mine with Kiko, and I even say this in the interview. He's so happy to just be there and just whatever the day brings. Kiko, he's a big energy guy. So he's like, listen, I put out good energy, I get it back. He doesn't wake up with a chip on his shoulder or kind of peeved like a lot of these other yacht chefs that we've seen. He's been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. He was on Watch What Happens Live, I think, with Chef Adam. Chef Adam, I think, is in Alaska and Kiko's in Hawaii. And by that interview, I had no idea that he was let go on Below Deck Mediterranean. I mean, he didn't let the cat out of the bag or whatever you call it. He just said he loves to cook, and they were making fun, I guess, because he always makes, what's that dish, mokaka or
Mokaka.
Yeah. So that was like the word of the night or something.
Oh yeah, for the drinking game. Yeah, no, I think that they're gonna be bringing in Malia's boyfriend Tom. Everybody's saying this right now. If they're gonna bring in Tom, he better bring the drama, and I kind of agree because I don't think Kiko should be punished for being a breath of fresh air, but we have somebody in the group who had a point. You know, Lydia said, what if he wants to leave? Lydia, after speaking with him in my interview, asking him if he would ever come back to Below Deck if he was asked back, he said he would absolutely do it. He loved production. He loved the cameras. He loved being a part of the whole experience of it. I don't necessarily see him walking away from that. I think that he was probably let go to enhance the storyline. Bahama Mama, what do you think?
Because, well, you said he signed 2 years, so doesn't look like he's coming back soon.
Doesn't look like he's coming back. No.
Had you not said Malia's boyfriend, I was gonna think Chef Ben. I like Chef Ben.
I like Chef Ben too because he's very he has that kind of Jack Sparrow swapping, but also you think he's drunk but he's not, but he has the fun accent. But also I would never let him come near me if I were anybody. You know, he's kind of a little it's just. But we love Chef Ben.
Yeah,
all right.
Chef Ben. Anyway.
Not so much White Glove. What are we saying in here? Saw Kiko on your show. Loved him. Sad to see him leave. Yeah, us too, Laurel. All right. Ben to the rescue. Love his episode. No, I'm glad that they didn't bring in Chef Adam. But, I think it's kind of crazy that we're punishing him because he doesn't add a lot of drama. I think it's great that Hannah finally has somebody on her side because she never usually does. And they seem to work as a unit. But I think, okay, again, we're watching this for reality TV, so we do need a shakeup, I guess, like any good reality show. And nobody's expecting it. So unless you're watching one of these YouTube channels or something like that, as soon as it comes on the episode and we see him fired and Malia's boyfriend brought in, everybody's going to be like, what?
Yeah, I will be. Well, they already did get rid of one of the bosun. What was his name? Peter or Rob or something?
So they haven't fired Peter actually from being on. What happened was they found him in some of his racist remarks after he had already filmed the show. So what they said is Bravo said that they're going to try to cut him out because they were already airing Below Deck. So they're going to go through and try to re-edit and cut him out of scenes. But that was one of the points that I made today was I don't feel like as we're watching Below Deck, I still feel like we get to see Pete, it wasn't this episode that we saw a whole bunch of them, but the last episode was when Bugsy was complaining that he was being creepy.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought he got canned. Maybe I'm wrong. I must be wrong. Maybe.
Well, he's canned from coming back to any future season, so technically he's canned. Jamal says Sandy is taking out her mismanagement of her previous crew on this crew. Okay. Pam loves Ben. We saw this one. Sherry says Captain Sandy's micromanaged too much. All right. All right, Bahama Mama. Well, I'm going to move on real quick to $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, and I'm going to drop you down. So if you want to come back, then just stay in, and I'll bring you back on.
Okay, sure.
All right. All right, guys. So Below Deck, again, this is going to be an awesome season. There's so much happening. I can't wait to see the rest, but I don't want to see Chef Kiko go. That doesn't mean that he's not going to go because he is. So I hate to ruin it for you guys, but we'll have to watch it together. And as soon as we find out what's going on, you bet your ASS that I will be on here doing the morning live. Join me live for the morning 5, and I'll be talking about it. So you guys will be here. I'll be here. Let's talk about it together. But right now, let's move on to $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. All right. What is everybody saying? If he prepped better, so many headaches would go away. Robin, that's a good point. Sandy is trying to prove that a woman captain is strong. V, that's another great point. But I don't really feel like Sandy has anything to prove to us. Let's keep it moving, though, to $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. I want to talk about a few points. So last night we saw Josh Flagg at his Casa Oceana listing. And the only thing I really care about this listing was, one, the fact that it's on the beach, that's amazing, and being in Long Beach for $11 million. Okay, in Los Angeles, that's a steal. I live in Los Angeles, and I know $11 million doesn't sound like a steal, but having a complete oceanfront property like that, it really is. But the coolest thing about this property wasn't the pool or the fact that it was on the beach. Did you guys see the stovetop? The stovetop is actually tiles. So the way the stove works is, I don't know if it's electric, gas, whatever, but underneath the tiles, you actually cook on these things. So out of the whole episode, that was what made me the most exciting. So I don't know if that's telling about where we're going with this season or what, but that's what got me the most excited. That and the fact that we're starting to see Bobby Boyd a little bit more. So if you don't know who Bobby Boyd is, he is Josh Flagg's husband, and I start to see him chime in a little bit more in Tracy's scenes, and then I see him appearing more in Josh Flagg's scenes. So I wonder if they're trying to move him in a little bit or just trying to enhance Josh Flagg's storyline. I'm not quite sure, but I'm curious about it. And then what else do we have here? Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about these party themes. Okay, so a fun fact, I used to dabble a little bit in real estate here in Los Angeles about 2 years ago, and I went to so many different open houses. So last night we see Tracy Tudor, and she does an open house that's pretty much Palm Springs themed, and these people go way over the top. So as we've seen on $1 Million Listing and $1 Million Listing New York, LA and New York, we see them do these open houses where they've had mermaids, fire breathers, circus acts, like all kinds of things, bounce houses, parties, rock star parties, themes, costume themes, everything. But the thing is, I've never actually seen any of these parties being in Los Angeles. And I'm not saying like just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that they haven't existed, but I've been to a lot of open houses, I've done a lot of caravans, and I've never seen a theme like this. So I'm wondering, are these open houses enhanced for the show, or are they actually just here and I'm living under a rock? I don't know. But I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys are saying. Mick Jagger's jacket for $22,000. What? That had to have been for production. But then again, she's selling her house for over $20 million. So don't underestimate Tracy Tudor. I like the Joshes working together. I liked it when they had drama. Flagg annoys me. I don't know how Bobby stands him. Adam, you think it's a setup. Robin. Well, that's how I feel. But again, I've seen a lot of the behind the scenes with the productions of these things. So I do feel like it's definitely enhanced to bring more value to the show. And I think by them doing these crazy open houses or whatever, it makes them more interesting to watch on the show. That way they get to sign another season. So not only are they selling great houses, being known for the best open houses, but they're also getting these 6-figure contracts for $1 Million Listings. So do I think it's for the show? Yes. Do I think it's smart? Yes. Bahama Mama, what do you think?
Oh, I love Bobby being on more with Josh. I did like the two Joshes together instead of fighting for a change. It was just something different. Yeah, like I said, I do like Bobby being on. He's cute. But, I think that they enhance him because, well, I mean, where I live, you'd never see anything like this. But even in New York, they always are enhanced. They always have these theme things, and I mean, I've been to open houses and things, and they're boring. And
Yeah.
I don't think we'd want to watch boring open houses.
Well, and that's fair too. And one of the big things about Million Dollar Listing is sure we see a little bit of like the competitive back and forth between the agents, but they really try to keep it away from their personal lives as much as possible. It's not your typical like Housewives show or something like that where they really, really dive into your background. So I think with them having to keep it based around the houses, I think that's why they enhance these open houses. Yeah. Because again, I lived in New York, I've lived in Los Angeles, and I've gone to, I'm not even kidding, over 150 open houses. And I've never, ever, ever seen anything like it. The most expensive open house I've been in is a $100 million home. It was right over here off of Mulholland in Los Angeles. So I've never, even that house, nothing like this. Like I've seen like taco trucks and snow cones, but not this stuff.
You get the snow cones and other people get flamethrowers.
Yeah, I'm getting gypped.
Like the one that had it, the goofy rock star guy or whatever who did his band on top of his rooftop
with Josh Altman.
Yeah, and I also thought that it was a little shady kind of and childish when Altman decided to go get a new office because what's his name from New York? Frederick was out there in Los Angeles, and he kind of acted like a baby, like, oh, I can't work in this office if you're going to be here, blah, blah, blah. And so then didn't the two Altman brothers now find their own place to work?
They did. I actually I saw their office about 2 months ago. I went to happy hour with a couple friends, and it was their office is in a prime location right next to Melrose and Robertson, and the building is so cool. They did such a great job with the artists that we saw in this past episode. It's so trendy and hip, and they couldn't have got a better location. I think it was a smart move, although they're paying over $100,000 a month in a mortgage for this place, so that's
and I don't know if I know Frederick, I guess, is living out there, but isn't Frederick going to be also on New York, or did he leave New York for good, or is he just bi-coastal now?
I think that I think he still has business in New York, but I think he's doing a bi-coastal thing because also he still does business in Sweden. Yeah. So I think him being over here, we're getting a slow introduction to him. Because I know that him and his husband, they want to raise their children with more space in a bigger area. I think that they have a house, I want to say in the Hills or Beverly Hills. I know that they were in Malibu for a second. But I think we're getting a slow introduction to Frederick because I believe he's going to be making the transition to Los Angeles.
I love Frederick. I like when he does his high kick.
Yeah. And he always does like he does the weird, he's out there. He's out there. But I do love him too. But all right, Bahama Mama. Well, thanks for chiming in, and I'm going to go ahead and drop you down and see what's going on.
Thank you.
All right, guys. When I say see what's going on, I meant I'm going to go ahead and talk about what we have coming up next this week. So this week is going to be a really exciting week. Tonight we're going to see the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And Brandy's back. Not only is she back, but as you saw in my last recap last week, which got crazy views, I'm so excited. That means you guys are watching, and I'm not doing them for no reason. So thank you guys for watching, loving, and supporting my channel. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for it. So anyways, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to be on tonight. This is going to be a crazy episode. Catch my recap. I'm going to post it tonight. And then in the morning at 11 a.m., I'm going to be live on Sherelle's World, where we're going to talk about the recap of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And this is where Brandy comes in and she offers to be a throuple with Aaron and Denise. We're going to get the drama. This is going to be exciting. I live for some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then also coming up this week, I have Real Housewives of New York tomorrow. I'm going to be posting that recap tomorrow night. I'm also going to be talking with Molly Hopkins from TLC's 90 Day Fiancé. I love watching her and her best friend on Pillow Talk. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up. If you guys missed it, catch my interview with Giovanna Momplacer. Her last name is so fun to say. But she is that B-I-T-C-H, and I'm not the one saying that. She actually calls herself that. You can catch her hit song, Queen, B-I-T-C-H. It's a bop. You get into it, trust me. And guys, I also wanted to say, this is crazy because everybody has their own, like when Elyse told me something. Like, you know when you start to make it, because she calls her like fan network her duckies. And I was thinking, oh, that's weird. Like, my name's Adam. What would I, But you guys, to me, this is like my uppers. Like, Up and Adam, I feel like you guys are my uppers because you guys make me so excited, ready to come on here, ready to jump up and give you guys all things Bravo, TLC, whatever the case is. So I'm excited. Make sure you guys join me tomorrow. Join me live for the Morning 5. Also on Sherelle's World, our Real Housewives of New York recap, interview with Molly Hopkins. Of course, I have the top 5 influencers coming to you this week and my how-to video on building your channel. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up, guys. Don't miss it. And next week, we have exciting Bravo celebrity guests coming for Super Bravo Tuesday. So I'm ending this episode on 51 viewers. This is exciting. We're getting bigger and better every time. I can't wait for more. And my little noisemaker's coming. Thank you guys for supporting. And bye, Jolene. See you guys next time.